Yo, what's up? It's Four-Way Joey. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest today. We doing a nice little interview about a nice collection coming up. We got my man Swavo here. Give it up for Swavo. It's only me,
It's only
two
me.
other people here. I'll clap by myself. How you doing,
What's
bro?
up, bro? How you doing, D?
I'm doing good, bro. How your day going?
Pretty decent, like. Yeah, I can't complain. Everything all good.
Okay. So you go by Swavo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where did you get that nickname? Where did that originate?
In high school, I was just writing on all my notebooks, and I was like, I'm gonna call myself this.
Facts.
And I give myself credit. I'm the first person to ever give myself a nickname, and it actually stuck. So
That shit is a big accomplishment, I'm not gonna lie, you feel me? All the ones that really stick, somebody else gave you feel me? The block gave you, the school gave you. But it's hard to come up with a cold nickname to describe yourself and get out there, I'm not gonna lie. So, but what else would you like to go by? Is that something that is just, that's the main thing, or do you have like variations of
Zack, my name.
Okay, so hey, your name is always the best way to go, honestly, shoot. That's how I got mine, honestly. Motherfuckers calling me Joe around the block. So I just went with the Joe, you feel me? Simple variations, you know what I'm saying?
Can't go wrong with the truth.
Period. Alright, so I got a question for you to start off. What is powder blue?
Powder blue is where ideas happen, and it's almost like powder blue is the sky,
Mm-hmm.
and all the pieces of clothing and all the ideas that come from powder blue is the rain.
Okay,
And we precipitate sometimes, and sometimes we don't.
Okay, I like that. Now, yo, I remember you released a hat like a while ago, yo. That shit looked like the motherfucking sky. It was like a jean hat or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, bro.
It was called
Bleach.
Cloud Denim too.
You know what I'm saying? And, well, what the quote on that say? That you wrote on that?
Don't look down.
Oh, God. That was going crazy, bro. I was beyond blue when I said it sold out, bro, because I wanted it so bad.
That was a minute ago. That was a long time ago. That's when I was like just starting for real.
Like, that was honestly at the beginning stages, bro.
For real, for real.
So take us back through like all the collections that you released under Powder Blue.
I
Can't even
probably
remember.
couldn't do that. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I probably couldn't do that because some things are collections, some things was not, some things was just releases, some things was not. I haven't really had a collection in a minute. Like this is actually like my next collection is the first one since the summer of 2018.
Oh wow.
So I haven't had a collection. No, I actually did have a collection, but I didn't really like. It was kind of like a mixtape.
So that was the last collection that
Yeah.
you dropped? What was the name of that?
Like, it was called Love at First Sight.
Love at First Sight, fresh. Now you had a lot of things I would say getting us prepared for the colder months. You had the ponchos, you know, the hoodies, the hiker boots. What really inspired that? Cause I know you're into like the workman wear, you know, like Carhartt and things of that nature.
Yeah, my great grandfather inspired that. Like he was a carpenter, and he was wearing all that stuff. So like that's why I get that from, and it's a look that it can never go wrong. Like everything is shaped like a box. Everything is like shaped just the right way. I like to like. I look at things in shapes, like outfits. I look at them in shapes, and like those shapes always make sense, and they always look clean. So
Okay. So what you get into today, bro? I seen on your Twitter, you know, you made a nice little drop off at the boutique. Was that what clothes did you drop off there? Was that
I drop off. Yeah. I drop off a few things, a few 1-on-1s, and
what were those?
I dropped off some shorts, the holster, and 2 flannels, and yeah. That's 2048 Chicago, and yeah, that went great. Like,
how did you get that opportunity?
They reached out to me on the ground, and obviously politics, blah 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 blah, and then boom.
Right.
Now I'm in the store. Now we there, and it's a good look. And they doing some cool things too. Like everybody check them out for real, for real.
Facts. Now I peep on your Instagram. You know you a Prada man. You know what I'm saying? Prada boy. So would you in the future see yourself collabing with any fashion companies? Not necessarily the high ups, but you know the streetwear, even the basic streetwear that you see on an everyday basis. Would you be interested in that?
If it makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
that's my only thing. Like as long as things make sense, like I don't wanna do nothing that don't make sense.
Facts.
Cause
nobody
will watch that.
Exactly. You definitely said something. You said Virgil said something about things being existed in the world. What was that?
He said when he's designing things, he designed it based on the thing of does it need to exist in the world?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that's how you get rid of a lot of unnecessary designs. Like and that philosophy kind of helped me out. Like sort of my ideas out, get more concise.
Yeah.
Like I could still go through like a whole like brainstorming where I'm just like tossing out ideas, boom, 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 just to see what works type thing. But when it comes to like making the decisions, like okay, what's coming out for people, I'm much better at just being like, all right, that makes sense. Like,
right,
this has to happen. This one, it looks cool, but do people need it?
Facts.
Does it have to exist? Probably not. You know.
So would you say you made some designs that you don't feel should have existed?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Could you say a piece?
Sure. Huh?
Could you say a piece that you felt like?
No, cause like, cause I don't know. Like I don't really think about my previous designs. Like a lot of stuff, I remember it. Like you show it to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I did that. But like some stuff, I don't know. Like some stuff is just whatever. You know, like you know how artists say like I don't like every song I make.
Facts.
My clothes is like songs, and like I don't like every song I make. They're cool.
Facts.
But ain't you know.
Like next door.
Yeah.
So alright, you got a new collection coming up. What's that called?
Steel Tears.
Okay.
Or Steel Tears.
Okay, we'll switch up. So what's the inspiration behind that?
Basically like telling the story of like my last year for real. And the whole steel tears versus steel tears. It says like steel tears. It's like that sound like real tough, but you still can like cry. It's like still emotional because tears.
Yeah.
And then steel tears. It's just like even if you made of steel, like you still could be broken as well. And like that's what I feel like the last year of my life really has been like just like a lot of like ups and downs that I've been through for real. Like I always had confidence, but like having your confidence broken, or like people being taken away from you, or like everything going wrong at the same time, and like just a month ago, like everything was all good, like life things, you know, like things that everybody go through, but this was my way of sort of saying like, you're not invincible, but you tough though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
So is this a hoodie that you're wearing right now? That's part of the collection.
Yep.
Alright, facts. What else you got coming up with this collection?
I got hoodie. I got another hoodie. I got a t-shirt. I got some jeans. I got a pullover anorak. I got a blanket. I got some bags. I got another item that people gonna see when they see it. And yeah, that's it.
So what inspired the blanket? Cause you know that's not everybody type of thing. People they stick to the hoodies, t-shirts, but you definitely expanded to bags, masks, and now we seeing the blankets. What's up with that?
I was at work. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I work, but I was at work and I saw a U-Haul blanket, and the U-Haul blanket design was like super cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's make a blanket.
Facts.
And boom, I said I'm gonna make a blanket, and it happened.
I seen you got the neon green sweater on your Insta. When is that dropping? Never. That's exclusive.
For real.
I'm mad because I low-key paid for a joint, so you definitely gonna have to make me that.
You definitely got it. It's definitely like right behind you too. For real.
Say less, guys. You feel me? So when you making clothes, did you generally try to stay with the hoodies and t-shirts, and now I'm seeing you switch it up. You have different type of jackets, like I said, the ponchos, the bags. What made you get into creating different levels of your stuff?
I just wanted to like be not somebody else who just make t-shirts, and like show people like the ideas that like I really have. Cause a lot of the ideas that I really have, I can't afford to do.
Facts.
But I can afford to like show people what I can do and like what I'm thinking. Like all my clothes, it's like a mood board. Like I'm showing people what be going on in my mind, and like the more I go up, the more parts of my mind become available to people.
All right.
So like it's like I got the keys, but I'm unlocking the door for everybody else as I go, just so I can see like, oh, what's going on with him.
So earlier we were having a conversation about the different tiers of clothing. Can you explain that, like how that goes into what you're doing?
So the different tiers is like, I'm not even gonna say all that because that's just something that's like borderline blueprint stuff. So I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in other terms, it's about accessibility. Like, oh, I only got a little bit to spend, but I still want to be a part of what you got going on.
Yeah.
Cool. I got you. Oh, like I really, like I like what you got going on. I don't even have a limit. I got you. So, I got a little bit of birthday money to spend, or like.
Yeah, got you.
I like the check was good when it came in one time. Like I got you too. Like I just want to like Ralph Lauren, one of my favorites, cause everything that he has made is accessible to any class.
Exactly.
And like that's what it's about, because people wear clothes and people are in different classes, and I don't think none of them people should be discriminated against or not be able to participate in the message that you're trying to portray.
Yeah. So would you say the struggle that you had to go through as a creative in the fashion industry, did that mold you into a better designer? Like you had to get more creative with things and just flip things around?
No, cause I don't really think about it like that. Like I think about it as like, how can I prove to myself like that I'm better than I was yesterday?
Right.
And that sounds like super cliche, but like that's really what I'd be on. I'd be like, all right, you did this. Now what you can do better the next time, and then that's how I go about everything. Like I'm about to release the best thing I've ever released, and then after that, I'm gonna release something that's better than that, and then after that, and so on.
You always had that mindset?
Yeah.
So when did you first start getting into clothes, like designing?
Secretly, always.
Yeah.
For real, probably like seventh grade. But like, it wasn't nothing serious. Like I was just making cool designs.
Like what?
Like, in the seventh grade, I had a company called Above Fly.
Okay.
Well, I had a company, you know what I'm saying? But like, I was just making like designs like that on this little cheap program that I put on my mama's computer, and like I was just making like t-shirts, stuff that was like streetwear.
And you sold this?
Oh no! I didn't start selling clothes till a long time. Like I didn't start selling clothes till like my sophomore year in college.
Okay, okay. So take us through that transition from seventh grade to now. What would you say is your biggest growth?
Um, as far as what?
Just your designing, the way that you think creatively.
Oh, design, more mature.
Yeah.
Like more mature, like more concise. More of a wider reach.
Yeah.
Like
So can you explain more mature? Like what do you mean by that?
like it's kind of hard to explain, but I'll try my best. For example, when I was in, like, let's say my freshman year of college, and I was just making t-shirts on the computer. A lot of the t-shirts that had some, like, some skeletons counting money or something like that. Like, they look real cool, but it's just like, so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like now it's like I used to use a lot of words on my clothes. Now it's not too many words. It's more like that's what I mean by more mature. Being able to speak without speaking too much. Like kids will tell you everything, like everything in the world about everything.
Definitely.
Besides what you asked them about. But a true adult, like, and some adults are not mature, but like a mature adult, if you ask them a question, it's like, okay, let me answer this question. That's it. And I'll tell you the things that I think you should know, and I'll tell you the things that I won't say the things that I shouldn't, that I don't think you should know. But that's sort of how I design it now.
Okay. Now, would you say you're into shoes? Would you call yourself a sneakerhead?
No. I just like to look good. Like I definitely love, like, it's definitely a sneakerhead part of me, but like that's not really me, because like I never really like was able to really get into shoes the way I wanted to, so it's sort of like it's like a whatever now type of deal. Like I just get what look cool. Like I like things that look like, oh, what he gets in,
Right. I like that though. Cause it's really it make the whole thing simple. Your fit simple. You know what I'm saying?
Let
you
the
just
shoes
pick
speak
one.
out.
Exactly. Now, would you see yourself designing a shoe one day?
Already doing it.
Okay, I know you got the hiker boot out right now, but what else you working on?
I
Your
can't
shoes?
say. But I'm working on some flip flops, and I'm working on some other stuff. But like I can tell you, I'm working on flip flops. Hey, you'll let him in real quick?
Oh. I was in y'all whole interview and shit.
This cool, and that's editable.
Oh shit, hold on.
Felt amazing.
I'll probably let you know when like 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go back. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So now, other than designing clothes, what else are you into?
Basketball.
You trash? Are you trash?
I'm not trash.
That's
No.
a valid question.
I'm definitely not trash. Smoke for anybody. But
okay. Got some words going on.
what else am I into? Music.
Yeah.
I like music a lot. Other than that, bro, music, hooping, and clothes, like, and art, like, obviously things that surround clothing, like design.
Yeah.
Like, obviously things that a designer would be into. But besides that, like, besides all the artsy things, basketball.
In fact.
And music, for real.
So do you make music?
Yep.
Okay. How long you been making the music?
Probably since like January of 20. January this year, 2019.
Oh wow. So what's your what you were releasing everything? What's your platform?
Secret.
Oh wow. You ain't telling us nothing. You got shoes you working on. You're not telling us nothing. You got collections. You're not telling us nothing about it.
Because it don't matter right now. Like, I'm only gonna speak about things that matter currently. When those things start to matter, then I'll start to speak about them. You know.
Facts. It'll come around. You know what I'm saying. And a question I have for you about the last archive collection you dropped. What inspired the holster, yo? Cause that piece definitely intrigued me. Everything was very intriguing. Not to take away from anything, but that holster it was like I want to buy this, but like why do I want to buy this? You feel me? Like I don't even have a gun that would fit in that.
Just me stretching my brain to like go more left. Cause sometimes I be thinking too safe.
Yeah.
And that was like, be unsafe for a little bit. So that's why I made it.
So would you say you'll be going more left field in the future, like a lot of crazier designs?
I don't know, cause like I don't know how I would be thinking,
right,
or how I'm gonna feel in the next few months, like how I'm gonna feel in the next year. So I don't know. So it's one of them type of deals.
Now, would you say when you designing clothes that naturally comes from more of an emotional place, or is it like I got inspired and this is what I'm about to drop?
A bit of both. Like some things are strictly designed because it just is really cool, and I think that everybody else should see it, and I'm going to share it with the world type of deal.
Yeah.
And then some things I'm designing because like there's some things going on in my life, and I want to share those things with people. So like it could be either or, but like the overall purpose is to like serve people.
Yeah.
Like so, the months coming up, people need to be warm. Make warm things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think like that. Like what do people need in their closet? Like sometimes I'll do that to myself. I'm like, what is missing from your closet? And cause like I'll be getting dressed, and it's like I got an item that I keep reaching for, but it's not there.
Yeah.
And then I say, all right, bet. If you can't find it, and you can't find it on the internet, or it don't look how you want it to look, then boom, I gotta make it if I can.
I like that. Well, will we be seeing a coat from you?
Not this winter, but
That broke my heart.
maybe another time, like maybe in the winter, maybe in the spring, like I don't know.
So I see you got a couple pieces that you personally paint on. What was the inspiration behind that? What made you want to start just putting your art like that on clothes in a raw type of way?
My great-grandfather, because like I said, he was a carpenter, so his clothes was always covered in whatever he was working on that day, like whether it was drywall, tar, or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But usually it was paint, and he'll wear the same jeans with the same paint on them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And painted stuff always looked cool to me, so it was just like sort of like a tribute. Like the first time I ever did paint on some clothes, that was for him, and that was like after he died, like a couple, like 3 months before that.
Rest in peace, for real.
For real.
So how long have you been into like painting? Cause the color schemes on your clothes seems very constructed. Like you really do think about this, and you actually do put it together very well. So clearly, like you are into art, that you've done this before. So so are you into like drawing? How long have you drew? And
since I was 4 years old.
Oh wow.
And then I was making like traditional artwork probably till I'm probably always gonna do it in my whole life, but the last piece of artwork I made was probably like a year ago.
Yeah.
No, going on 2 years ago.
So I see you have a lot of posters and everything, the things that you use to advertise your clothing. Do you put those pictures together yourself? Like, do you take those and do you edit those yourself?
Some of them are taken by me, and some of them are taken by people I work with.
Right.
And then the design work, that's all done by me. But yeah.
Would you say you're a fan of jewelry?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, 'cause I see you with I always see you with the rings, watches.
Got to, because it's like they like trophies.
Right. Explain that.
Like every time I do something crazy, there's a piece of jewelry attached to it. Like every memory I make in this, that's attached to that. Every memory I'm making this, that's attached to that.
Right.
Every memory I'm making this, that's attached to that. And all my jewelry real, so I don't really take it off. It's every day. So it's like the things that I'm doing, like that's probably the most constant thing that I'm out. Like people don't get rid of jewelry. I'm definitely not getting rid of mine.
Yeah.
So like it really is like trophies. It's like this was a championship season. Like this was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we see, bro. You doing big things, bro. You feel me? I'm honestly very interested in the music aspect of things. I know you don't want to get into that, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But what inspired like you making a bag, bro? Cause I see you got the flannel bag with this collection, bro. What is that, bro? That is insane.
Me looking at shapes again. Like I like the way the shape of a folded shirt look, but I also want a bag, and I'm like, why can't they be both? So, yeah.
That's crazy to think about. For it to be both, that's definitely a designer mentality, bro.
I just started thinking like that for real. I just started thinking like that, like, and that's something I'm still working on. Just like how to take my brain out of what is already in front of me, like how to take it to somewhere that, it might be around the corner, but it's not in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How do you feel that you can compete with the days of fast fashion? Because everything is on the internet. Something is going from the Versace runway into Forever 21.
I don't really compete with that. But that don't have nothing to do with me. All I know is what my life is, what my bank account look like, what I wake up to every day. I could care less about what's around that, or fast fashion, or any of that. Like, it's just, I know what I do, I know what my days look like, and that's all that really matters.
Do you pride yourself in taking your time on collections?
Nah, because I just learned how to start doing that too.
So, what do you mean by that? Like, you just started doing that? Because it seemed like it felt like you did take your time with the things, and they were definitely worth it, so could you go more into that? Like, you just starting to get...
Yeah, like, I just started really, like, learning how to, like, plan and really take my time with things and really treat things special, because before it was just like, oh, I got this good idea, put it out, boom, and then you don't get the maximized credit on it because you haven't even spent enough time with it.
Yeah.
You don't know much about it. It's like a stranger, and you going on a blind date. It could go well or it could go terrible. But now it's like, oh, I spent time with these people. I know what they look like they my friends and everything. You know what I'm saying? So then I could tell everybody, like, look, it's all it's really like a person. Like I could tell the whole world, like, this is a great person, and I really mean it because I know it's a great person because I've been with that person for a while.
Now, to go a little left field with the questions here, how's Swabbo's love life looking like? Love life? Love life? You ain't any ladies you interested in? Nothing like that? Or it's just all fashion? Oh, you quiet? What does that mean? That means we're keeping it on the hush. Seems like he's very focused on the fashion. Now, the most interesting piece out of the Steel Tears, I would definitely say, is the hoodie you're wearing. Alright, now, what would you say is the inspiration behind that? I really like that. I'm definitely into the shiny things.
So the idea worked its way into my life, but the way it fits into my life is like I don't got to a point where I don't really be thinking about what I put on too much, and And sometimes when I'm like going through days, it's just, just like running the mill. Like, I just want to throw on a hoodie. But like, no matter what I got on, I always feel special and I always feel like I outshine. So this a black hoodie, pretty regular, but my strings not regular. And they shine. And they super bright. And you're going to see them from down the street. That's how I feel about me. Like, I'm always on the move. I'm always hustling, no matter how I look. Even if I'm crusty, even if I'm dusty, I'm still bright. I'm still a star.
Facts. Do you say your pieces reach an age limit? Do you think it stops at a certain age, or is it like this is universal? Everybody can wear this.
Some things.
Yeah.
Some things. My newer things, I think that got the widest reach. But some of my older things, I can see how they got capped off at whatever age they get capped off at. But I think everybody could appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite out of this new collection? Or you just in love with everything?
Probably this. Yeah. I don't want to take it off.
That makes sense, because I would not want to take that off either, yo, because that is hard, yo.
It feel like I could wear nothing with this. Like, it feel like I could wear some drawers with this.
Some drawers?
Yup. And my fit already crazy. For real, for real.
Okay, we see. When did you start actually selling your work? I feel like that is definitely important for the people to know.
My sophomore year in college.
So what made you want to just start doing it there, even though you started designing all the way in 7th grade?
I always was thinking about it, but the thing that made me really just do it, Kanye was doing the fashion week at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, okay.
And that was pretty cool to me. And I was like, here he is, coming from where he came from, and now look at that. And so I was like, all right, today is the day you start. And literally, I was designing my shirt the same day I was watching that show. And I came out with a shirt about, I think I spent maybe 2 weeks designing the shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to get it made. And I got it made.
Fresh. I recall that the company, it wasn't always powder blue. Can you take us back through the names that it was before it was
It was just my Instagram name, so I will learn. But I'm about to change my Instagram name too.
Wow, what's the new one, bro?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna change though, cause I'm not the same person from when that was my name.
So what inspired that name? Where did that come from?
Suavo, me, Lauren, Ralph Lauren, like
Ralphie.
You know what I'm saying?
So I know Ralph, your favorite designer. You got any vintage pieces from Ralph?
Plenty. Yeah.
I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely. Would you say you're a fan of the vintage clothing?
For sure. Yeah.
I see you, those Levi's that you painted, were those like a vintage style, or was that like
I was just working with just vintage jeans because they just made them better back then. Yeah, it already worked, so why I want to work again?
Facts. So would you say you're into the more baggy jeans, loose leg, or you're a skinny type of man?
Lately I've been getting real back into like skinnies.
Yeah.
But then like I feel like I'm sort of starting to like more roomier silhouettes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I definitely, I don't know, like I like both for their own reasons. But as far as which one I wear the most right now, skinny's probably.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, the baggy clothes are definitely coming back, you feel me? I think that's the important part, but I'm just hoping nobody's out here with fat ass belly coats, you feel me, boot cut jeans, because that shit is not coming back, yo. Like, leave that shit where it is. I seen some wild shit on Twitter, bro, talking about just having me in stress again. Had the little G unit, you feel me? I'm like, we not going back
They
to
was
that,
trolling.
bro.
They was trolling.
But I feel like they was dead ass.
Relax.
Like,
They was trolling.
like, chill out, bro. Motherfuckers wearing the bulletproof vest. Oh yeah, you designed the bulletproof vest. Are you gonna have any more like that you'll release? Cause I seen you had a different colorway than when you actually released on your Instagram. But I don't think that ever seen the light of day.
I don't know. I think I'll touch that again, but I just don't know when. It's not important right now.
Mm-hmm. You previously made masks, face masks and everything. What made you touch back on that now? Because I know that was definitely a popular thing that was going off on your website. What made you want to go back into that?
Looking at it from like a service point, like this is what people want, and like it's low key what people need. So like, why not do it again?
So I wanted to express how you necessarily designed the mask, but what made you want to do it in that way? Because when you told me the way that you made it,
I know, you can say that.
Oh yeah, like you made it out of sweaters.
Yeah.
I was like, how the hell did that even happen? Like
working with what I have.
Facts.
The best way, working with what I have, and it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I can look at something and I can see what it is, and I can see what it can be.
Fact. Because the sweater turned into the face mask thing was crazy, and that's when I feel like I definitely got a more in-depth look into where your mind is actually at, because that's creative as hell. So the flannel bag, that it surprises me because I know you're progressing and you're going crazy to me, you know. So it just hit me still hard, like this dude is really a crazy ass creative. Like that's a flannel bag, bro.
I don't think of it like that though.
Mm-hmm. What you think about it? Like,
it's just
explain.
I'm just another person, bro. I'm just another person, bro. Like
Facts.
using what I was blessed with to get through life.
Right.
Point blank period. Like I don't think I know I am creative, and I know I'm by occupation a creative, but like I don't think of myself like that. Like I'm just another person. That's why all my friends do different things. Like I don't hang with just creatives, I don't hang with just artists, I don't hang with all my friends do something different. Like some of us like are all creative, but then I got some friends who not. But I look at everybody as equal, cause that's how I view myself. Like we just all people. We just do different things in the daytime.
Same.
But everybody sleep at night.
Facts. Put on their jeans one leg at a time.
You feel me?
That's a factual statement, yo. What else I was about to ask you, yo. Alright, so I know you edit pics and everything. Would you try to make that another business, a part of like under the powder blue umbrella? To like design pictures and stuff like that?
No, that's just a part of it. And that's not really what I wanna like. That's not what I want the business to stand for.
Right.
Like, I don't want it to get too out of control. Like I know what's supposed to be offered from that vessel, and anything else possibly, or it might have to have its own vessel. But that's one thing I'm like, I'm not.
Alright, so I had a question about, you had a pop-up shop earlier this year. What time was that around? What month was
May
that?
18th.
So will we be seeing any more pop-up shops from you before the year ends?
I don't know, if the Lord bless me with one.
You ever see yourself doing like a runway show?
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
Well, when is that gonna actually? When do you feel like that actually goes through?
It ain't up to me. It ain't up to me. Whenever the Lord bless me with a runway show,
it's in the Lord's hands. I like that. So let's we can wrap it up right here. What's your social medias and everything like that? Where can the people reach you? What's your website name where they could get this new collection? Yeah.
So it's not about me. So Powder Blue Co. on Instagram. powderb.com. Go there. And if you want to follow my personal, Swavo Lauren, SWAVO _Lauren, as in Ralph Lauren, and go there too. But only one go there.
Facts. It's your boy 48 Joe. We had Swap over here, Creative Powder Blue, about to do big things. Got the new collection coming out. Steel Tears and also Steel Tears.
Grab that.
When is that coming out?
October 15th. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that. Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that.
Like, it's getting cold out. My man's got hoodies for you.
And what they gotta do? What they gotta do?
I'm confused.
They gotta grab that.
Grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that.
What's that? Dollar.
You feel me?
Yeah, all that.
All of that, you feel me? He getting you prepared for these cold months. Got the blankets, got the bags, got the face masks, got the coats, the hoodies, everything. Definitely go check that out in October. It's about to get very cold out here. Everybody have a good one. Got my man Swabble here. It's good to talk to you, my boy.
Sure.
God live.